I have always wondered what the effect on a modern computer is of enabling and disabling the turn on fast startup option. You may have not even known this option exists. It's buried in the control panel. If you want to get to it, you've got to be in the power options menu to begin with. Click choose what the power buttons do. And if you want to change it, you've got to click up here. And then you can either switch it on or switch it off. And usually this is on by default, but for some reason when I went in there, it was not enabled. I was in here to enable Hibernate, but whatever. I want to see what the difference is. So I've got a stopwatch here, and I'm aware that fast startup only works when you shut down and turn on the computer, not when you click the restart option from the start menu. So I'm going to start off by shutting the computer down. But before we do that, I'm just going to show you. I have done every Windows update. I'm trying to, remove that variable entirely. So we should come up with nothing. I've done this about 3 times. I'm going to look real stupid. Oh, if it's not. Okay, we are up to date. So no Windows updates to do. If I click down here and I click on this power options, there are none that say, update and restart, update and shut down, whatever. So we can be safe knowing that Windows updates are not going to be a factor here. And this computer's got minimal startup applications. It's not got absolutely nothing, but it's pretty much a clean install. I've even disabled Microsoft Edge's auto start. It's got Waves audio, but that's nothing to worry about. And it's all going to be the same between the 2 runs. So I'm going to shut down the computer. Then we are going to, hold on, just entering the passcode here. Okay, we have the iPad prepared. All right, and what we're going to do is I'm going to press start when I switch on the computer. And now I'm going to need 2 hands for this, so just going to have to just sit on the computer for a moment, and I'm going to press the start and the power button at the same time. This is the fast startup run. Okay, and off we go. All right. I've got my finger ready to stop when we get to the desktop. Okay, I'm stopping there. When the startup sound, like just after it finishes, or just before it does. All right, so we have got 14.68 seconds. Look pretty quick. This computer's, reasonably well spec'd, or at least by my standards anyway. It's got a 10th gen i7, only a 15 watt one, which, nothing crazy. 8 gigs of RAM in single channel, and a 240 gig NVMe SSD, which I think is probably the most important thing for starting up a modern computer. Most modern computers have NVMe these days. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable that option. I'm going to restart, which I'm thinking theoretically may sort of clear things. I know restarting is actually different than shutting down and starting up, because fast startup basically makes your computer hibernate every time you turn it off. Well, it's not hibernating exactly. It's not saving all of your applications, but the way Windows and its services are started up, I believe. Although, honestly, this is not my area of expertise. I just read it on the forums years ago, so don't take that as facts. Okay, we've done the restart. Now, we're going to shut down, and we are going to do the same test, but with fast startup disabled. Okay, now, so the fast startup run, 14.68. We're going to clear that, and we're going to make way for a new run. Just going to make sure the computer is completely off. Yep, sounds like it. Okay, I'm going to have to put the phone down again. Just bear with me for a moment. Okay, I accidentally pressed pause there, but trust me, I am not faking this, all right? Like, why would I do that? What incentive would I have to fake it? Actually, it's YouTube. It's YouTube. People do that. All right, so we've got turn on fast startup. It is disabled. I am sure that it was disabled for that run, and we got 22:04. And I believe last time we got around 14.5 seconds. So yes, fast startup does have an effect, even on a modern computer with an NVMe SSD. This one in particular, for you, tech people out there, I will grab the model. Can't. Little bit bad at typing one-handed, but not bad. Okay, there you go. It is a Patriot P310 240 gigabyte, which, nothing crazy. It's just some Gen 3 SSD, I believe, but I mean, that's all this computer will support anyway, I think. As in, I believe PCIe 4 would be wasted on it. Okay, there's some more info. Was that 4 links at 8 gigatransfers a second, if I'm getting the acronyms right, and everything. I think I am. And I'll grab some more info here. NVMe P310. If anyone could repeat this experiment, but on a computer that's, got PCIe 4, that would be very interesting to see. What about with, the Samsung 990 Pro on, a brand new 14th gen Intel system? That would be interesting. And this SSD is brand new, by the way. It's only had 5 hours of power on time, so not that they really degrade in performance. They do sort of as they fill up, apparently, but yeah, nothing else really to know, I think. But yeah, that's all. That's it for the video.